Hi, it's Queen Diva, and I'm coming here today to just pretty much explain to you the reasons why I want to be the next Miss Curve 2011. I kind of gave my bio and my idea of why I wanted to be um, the next Miss Curve 2011, but I felt like it would make more sense if I explained it in my own words. And I explained to you where all of this fight and all this desire came from. When I was in high school, the people who remember me from those days and the people who were my friends then know that I wasn't very fashionable. I never have really been. In high school, I wore jeans and t-shirts, usually baggy because I was always constantly trying to hide my curves. Because at the time, I thought my curves equaled fat. Um, and not fat in a good way, just, just unattractive, just whatever. And then in my 20s, I hated everything in my closet because nothing was mine. There were very few purchases in my closet that was something that I went to the store and I bought on my own. There was always someone else's voice in my head. I mean, I love my mother, but it was a lot of, you should wear this and you should wear that and you should never wear this and you should never wear that because that's not made for your body type and this shouldn't be worn on you and blah, 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 blah. I love my mother, don't get me wrong, and that's, I wouldn't take away the lessons that she taught me, but what I have learned from not liking my clothes when I was in my teens and not liking my clothes when I was in my 20s is when I was heading into my 30s that something had to change. Not only did I lose some weight, but it was just also a sense of, I think me losing weight was what changed me. Not because, oh, I lost weight because I didn't like the size I was. It was really just competition, but it gave me an excuse to go shopping. And once I was buying clothes, not for work, not for what someone else felt that I should be wearing, but just because it was what made me happy and what I felt was fashionable, and then there was so much of it available to me, that is when I realized that my level of happiness had changed. I began buying things that I felt were fashionable. I began buying things that I felt fit my body and my shape. And I realized with each purchase and each new thing in my closet that was mine and of my choosing, the happier I became, the more confident I was in what I was wearing. Now, I was confident in my 20s, don't get me wrong. It wasn't just the fashion. It was also accepting the body that I was in. And in my 20s, I became very acceptive of the fact that I was a plus-size woman. And I love the fact that I am, and I'll never change that. I may get smaller, but I will never, ever be a size 8, and nor do I ever want to be. I think there would be some very definitive parts of my body that would be missing if I became that small, and I don't want that. I don't want that at all. But what I do want to do with my reign as Miss Curve 2011 is I want to help others. I want to support others. I want to get people to realize not everyone who is plus size has health issues. Not everyone that is plus size is unattractive. I'm going to be completely honest. There are some unattractive people in this world. But it has absolutely nothing to do with their size. It's nothing. I know some very unattractive people who are thin. And not only are they unattractive because of their outside, but sometimes they're just unattractive because of what they are on the inside. If you are just hateful and mean every day of your life, your outside is going to reflect that. And I don't think I'm by far the prettiest woman in the world. No, will I ever be. But I think because I care about other people and I care about how other people feel, I think that that has affected my outer beauty to other people. And I think some people can see deeper within who I am and who I want to be, and that I just really don't want to cause any harm to anyone. And I just really want everyone to be happy. I mean, yeah, let's all hold hands and sing Kumbaya, but that's really my plan. But for the Miss Curve 2011, my real goal is so that these teenagers, these girls in middle school and high school who are calling themselves fat and are saying that they're not beautiful and that they're not attractive and no one will ever love them, they have a role model. And it's only for a year, but imagine the good I could do in in that year. I have two daughters. I have a 4 and a 6-year-old. And I look at them, and my 6-year-old sometimes says that her brother calls her fat. And she wants to wear things that don't make her look fat. And it's this fight that I have to have with her. You're 6, and you're beautiful, and you're not fat. And I don't know who's telling you you're fat. And if anyone tells you that you're fat, then you need to be able to stand up and say, I'm not fat. Obviously, it's your view of what fat and beauty is that makes you blind to so many things good about me. I want my daughters to be able to stand up to people. I am able to wear the things that I wear because I have the confidence that I have. And there's always an opinion. I get people now asking me questions on my Formspring, saying things like, don't you think you wear too much makeup, and don't you think your colors are too bright, and don't you think that this would fit you better? And my fight is this. One, with my makeup, I can throw a rock, and for every rock that I throw, I'm most likely going to hit a woman who constantly wears bronze and brown makeup. We all do. It's like some sort of a black woman's guide to makeup. We all wear these bronzy, brownsy, tanny, goldy colors. And that's all we wear. Why should I have to fit in some book because it makes someone else feel comfortable? I like purple. I like teal. I like pink. I like color. And because I'm a dark-skinned black woman should not mean that I cannot wear the colors that I like. And it doesn't. And when I wear them, I find that I have more people strike up a conversation with me when I'm wearing my bright, colorful, crazy makeup than when I'm wearing browns and tans and coffees and mochas. But that's me. And coffee and mocha might be your color. And that's you. I think that everyone deserves the ability and the consideration to be able to get up in the morning and wear what they want to wear. They deserve the right to be able to put on their face what they choose to wear. And it shouldn't matter what anyone else in the world says. It's about being happy. It's about being happy in the skin you're in. And that's my motto, and that's what I live by. And I wake up in the morning, and sometimes I'm not always my happiest, and sometimes I am. But it's amazing what putting on a purple jumper or a, red skirt will do to my mood and to my day. And I just believe that as a people, we just really need to focus more on what people are happy and not so much what they're wearing. You don't like what I'm wearing, then look away. But understand that I don't want my daughters to grow up in a country. I don't want my daughters to grow up in a world where they're treated differently because of the size or the number that's on the inside of a pair of jeans that they're wearing. Because that's not who they are. That size has absolutely nothing to do with the hearts and the souls and the brains inside of these women. And it never has, and it never will. And I just believe that you can be beautiful and sexy at any size and any age. And also intelligent. Let's add that to that. Beautiful, sexy, and intelligent at any size and at any age. And I want to spread that message. And that is why I want to be the next Miss Curve 2011. Because I've been there and I've done that. And I've conquered so much. And because I've conquered so much, I know what some of these teenagers have gone through and are probably still going through inside their own heads. And I'm hoping to be able to give them someone to say, hey, look at Queen Diva. If she can be a beauty queen, so can I. So I'm hoping that you'll take the link that I've attached and go vote for me, Yolanda Ramirez, Miss Curve 2011. As always, I love you for taking time. And besitos. Bye-bye.